The title of this podcast is Be Available. I like sports a lot, some sports more than others, but in listening to coaches talk about the kind of players that they like coaching, the one trait that they say is above talent and all the other things that most people think are critical to having a good team, of having a winning team, there's one other thing that's more important than talent, and that is being available. That's incredibly important. So you've seen players who have immense talent. I don't want to name any names, but you look through basketball, professional basketball, or football, or soccer, all those things. You have the players who they can be counted on, meaning being available. They're valuable to the organization, valuable to their teammates. And they may not be the highest skilled individuals. They may not run the fastest, hit the hardest, kick the best, block. They may not do any of that the best, but they can be counted on. They're consistent. And then you have the player that has all the talent in the world. I mean, they were blessed with gifts that others, including myself, could only dream of having. But they complain, they judge, they carry grudges, they feel wronged. They're all about themselves. They're all about being right, pointing to this guy, Keith 1.0. All those things, much of which are behaviors that I had when I was in the military, especially complaining and being right part. All those things mean that you're not available. Not just talking about being physically available, which is important, but internally, are you available? Are your contribution to every space that you walk into with a loving, kind, open attitude? Do you bring that? Are you looking to sweeten the space when you walk in? Are you contributing positive energy? Do people love being around you? Even if the things that you have to offer may be different than what what somebody else's idea is, but because of the way that you said it, it's collaborative, it invites partnership, and it's constructive. It contributes to the solution, to the goal, to the mission. That's being available. And what I've learned is that until the practice, I wasn't always available, but now I'm consistently available. And when I find 1.0 or that inner voice trying to take over, I try to stop it by leaning back, letting that voice, the complaining, the being right, all that sabotaging behavior pass by so that I can have 2.0 sit in the driver's seat so I can be available. And if it becomes too strong, then I got my friends there to help me. So ask yourself, what are you doing to ensure that you're available at work, in your relationships, at home? Now, you may not have a willing partner sometimes. That's their path. You still show up as available. And that's with a positive attitude. Always asking, how can you contribute? If you need me, please let me know. All those things while, of course, taking care of yourself. So when I think about the athletes who've done this thing for a long time, the Tom Brady's, the LeBron James, the Roger Federers, the Mia Hamms, you think about some of these athletes and how long they've done it. I mean, Allison Felix, in track, Serena Williams. I mean, you name them, they've done it for a long time. It's because they're available. And for all these people, they talk about the team, the teammates, the coaches, the people that have been around them. They love being around them too, because they're available, not just physically, but also internally. Are you available? When I think about my family and I go home, everyone's always happy to see me, but they're much more happy to see me now that I show up as 2.0. Not trying to improve other people, tell my family members how they need to be doing things differently. I don't do that anymore. I just show up and I'm living with an open heart. And so I ask you, are you available? And if not, work on being available.